class. My name is Dimitri Baker. I'm a firefighter paramedic with Memphis Fire Department. Um, I've been a firefighter paramedic for 8 years now. Before we start the lesson, I'm gonna ask you all to silence your phone. If you do need to answer it for any reasons, it's a hallway right there. You can go in the back of and answer. For emergency purposes, there's an exit right here to my right, and there's an exit right here to my left, just in case we need to evacuate. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Today we will be talking about ropes and knots. The objectives, we're gonna list the three most common synthetic fiber ropes, describe the construction of a criminal rope, and describe how to use rope to support response activities. We're also going to describe how to clean and check ropes, describe how to record rope maintenance. We're going to list the reasons for placing a life safety rope out of service, describe the note types and their usage in the fire service, describe how to tie safety clove hitch, half hitch, figure eight on the bike. We're going to describe the types of knots to use for given tools, ropes, or situations, and describe posting methods for tools and equipment. Some skill objectives. After studying this chapter, you will be able to place the life safety rope into a rope bag and tie the following knots, which was the knots that I mentioned before: safety, half hitch, clove hitch, figure eight on the bike, figure eight with a follow through, bowline, sheet, bend, or bacon bend. Some more skill objectives. You're gonna hoist the following tools using the correct knots: axe, pike pole, ladder, charge hose line, uncharged hose line, and exhaust fan. Introduction. Ropes are widely used in the fire service. They may be your only means for rescue. Ropes and knots are an important part of training. A firefighter must be able to tie simple knots accurately and without hesitation. Two types of ropes, two primary types of ropes: life safety and utility. Your life safety is used solely for supporting people. Your life safety rope must be used anytime a person is supported, whether in training or in actual emergency. Utility rope is used in most cases when it is not necessary to support a person, such as hoisting tools or lowering tools. With your life safety rope, you never want to use your utility rope as a life safety rope. It must be used supporting the weight of one or more persons. NFPA 1983 specifies the design, the construction, and the performance and the criteria of your life rope. Your life rope, one person rope, has a weight limit of 300 pounds and a two persons weight limit of 600 pounds. Personal escape rope is used only for self-rescue in an extreme situation. It's designed for the weight of one person only. Its purpose is to provide firefighters with an escape method in a life-threatening emergency. The personal escape rope should be replaced after one use. Always have an escape route and use the rope only as a last resort. Utility rope is not used to support the weight of a person. It's used for hoisting, lowering, and securing tools and equipment. Utility rope requires regular inspection. It must not be used where life safety rope is needed. Do not use life safety rope as utility rope. Tagging is recommended for easy identification. You want to tag your utility rope to identify that it's not a life safety rope. Rope materials. Ropes can be made of many types of materials. Earliest ropes were made from natural vines and that were woven together. Now ropes are made of synthetic material. Different materials are used for different situations. Natural fiber ropes. Natural fiber ropes were often made of manila fibers woven together, various lengths twisted together for strands. Natural fiber ropes their current use for utility, not life safety tasks. Some disadvantages of natural fiber ropes is subjected to mildew and deterioration. It may absorb 50% of their weight in water, so it's very different, and it's very difficult to dry. Synthetic fiber rope. Nylon first manufactured in 1938. Synthetic fibers have been used for rope since 1938. Some types are nylon, polyester, polypropylene, and polyethylene. Advantages of synthetic fiber rope. It's stronger than the natural fibers. You use fibers that run the entire length of the rope for greater safety and strength. It's more resistant to rotting and mildew. It's more resistant to melting and burning. It's less absorbent and can be washed and dried. And some of them will float in water, on water. Disadvantages of synthetic fiber rope is prolonged exposures to ultraviolet light, strong acids, alkalis, and it can damage the rope. Highly susceptible to abrasions and cutting. Those are some disadvantages to the synthetic fiber ropes. Synthetic rope and life safety. Life safety rope is always synthetic. NFPA 1983 specifies that continuous filament virgin fibers is always block creel constructions, no knots or splices. Fiber comparison, nylon is not common. Polyester is secondly common, and the polypropylene is the lightest of them all. It's good for water rescue, but not for life safety. Rope construction. There are several types of rope constructions. The best choice depends on your specific application. Twisted rope construction, also called laid ropes, made of individual fibers twisted into strands. Strands are twisted to make the rope. Both natural and synthetic fibers can be twisted. Twisted rope exposes all fibers to abrasions. That's the downfall to it. Twisted ropes stretch and are prone to unraveling. Braid rope constructions. Your braid rope construction strands are woven like hair braiding. It exposes all the strands and the abrasions. Synthetic fibers are most commonly used. Fibers stretch but not prone to twisting. Double braiding can protect inner core. Carmental rope construction consists of two parts, the kern and mantle. Kern is the center of the core of provided 70% of the rope stretch. So that's the center of it. Then you have the mantle, is the chef-like braided covering the protection kern from dirt and abrasions. Carmental rope construction. The carmental are synthetic but may be different materials. Each fiber in the kern extends the entire length of the rope. It provides a very strong and flexible rope that is thin and lightweight. It's well suited for rescue work. Dynamic and static rope construction. So dynamic is designed to be elastic and it stretches under load, usually used by mountain climbers. You have your static. Your static will not stretch under load. It's more suitable for rescue situations. The difference is due to the fibers used and the construction method. Many ropes rescue teams carry both dynamic and static. Dynamic and static car metal rope. Dynamic is constructed with overlapping or woven fibers in the core. When loaded, the fibers pull tighter, giving elasticity. Static is constructed with all fibers parallel to each other, little elasticity, and limited to elongation when loaded. Rope strength is rated for specific amounts of weight under the NFPA 1983. Minimum breaking strength is based on loading of 300-pound person with a safety factor of 15-1. A person escape rope is designed for a 300-pound person with a safety factor of 10-1. Technical rescue. Ropes often used to extricate individuals. Several hardware components may also be needed. The carabiner secures the connects and lines. Carabiners, they secure and connect the lines. I'm sorry. Harnesses. Harnesses are used to secure the person to a rope or an object. You have all kinds of harnesses. You have the ladder belt harness, the seat harness, and the chest harness. The harness must be cleaned and inspected regularly. Rope rescue. Most involve people trapped in normally inaccessible locations. Rescuers often have to lower themselves using anchors, webbing, ropes, and carabiners. Rope rescue person may have to be lowered or raised to safety. Extreme cases could even involve using a helicopter. Trench rescues are often for complicated or require a number of skills. These skills are listed right here. Ropes are often used to remove trapped person. Confined space rescue may take place in locations such as tanks and storm drains. It's often difficult to extricate victims due to poor ventilation or limited entry-exit. Then you have water rescue. The simplest situation may involve using a throw bag. More complex situations may require ropes across the stream with a boat tethered to it. Your rope maintenance. All ropes require proper care. Maintenance is essential for life safety. There's 4 parts of maintenance. There's care, clean, inspect, and store. When you care, you want to protect from sharp abrasions, protect from heat, chemicals, and flames, protect it from rubbing against other ropes, avoid prolonged sunlight exposures, never step on the rope, follow the manufacturer's care guidelines. When you clean it, you want to use mild soap, water, and for synthetic fibers. Use rope washer with a garden hose. You may be able to use a mesh bag for front loading washers. Use a mild detergent. Do not use bleach. You always want to make sure you air dry your rope, but not air dry in direct sunlight. And you don't want to use mechanical dryers. Rope inspection life safety rope after each use and on a regular schedule when unused. Inspect visually, looking for cuts, damage, and you run your fingers through it. inspecting for damages. Life safety rope that can no longer be used must be destroyed. You can use life safety rope as utility rope, but you need to label that so you can identify that as utility rope. Storing rope, avoid temperatures extremes, and keep out of sunlight. Keep away from fumes, gas lines, gasoline, oils, and hydraulic fluids. Use separate apparatus compartments away from fuels when you store your rope. Do not place heavy objects on the rope. Use a rope bag to protect the rope. All right, moving on to knots. Knots are prescribed ways of fastening ropes and webbing to objects or each other. Firefighters must know how to and when to use knots. Knots are used for multiple purposes, including hitches, loops, bends, and safety. Knots in rope reduce rope loading carrying capability by certain percentages. Rope terminology, you have the working end, which is used for forming a knot. The running end is used in lifting or hoisting, and then you have the standing part between the working and the running end. You have a bite, which is the reverse direction to form a U-bend. Then you have the loop, which makes a circle to the in the rope. You have a round turn, which makes a loop with the parallel ends. 8 basic fire service knots. You have safety knot, half hitch, clove hitch, figure eight on the bike, figure eight with the follow through, bow line, sheet bend, Beckett bend. I do have videos for each knot. I will be sending you all the slides so you can watch those videos and learn how to actually tie the knots. We won't watch all the videos, but I'll show you a few. You have the safety knot, also called the overhand or keeper knot. It secures the leftover working end and standing part guards. It guards against loosening and untying. Here's a video of the safety knot.
An overhand safety is the finishing or safety knot that is often applied after knots. To tie an overhand safety, all we do is take the tail of the rope, come all the way around the rope itself, and then poke the tail back up through the opening that's created. Before it's completed, it should look like a pretzel. When pulled through, it then becomes a tight pretzel. This is a freestanding overhand safety, but typically on most knots, that safety would be being applied to the back side of the knot system, thus encompassing 2 sections of rope, rendering it as such. A figure 8 bend
All right, that was the safety knot. Safety knot is always used to finish the other knots. It's tied as an overhand knot, and the loose end around the standing part. It secures the loose end to prevent slippage. So we're moving on to hitches. Hitches wrap around an object used to secure a working end and to a solid object, or to tie a rope to an object before hoisting it. You have a half hitch. A half hitch is a knot that is not intrinsically secure. Used with other knots, is used to align object handles with the rope. Like I said, I'm sending you all these videos so you'll be able to watch it on your own. Then you have the clove hitch. It attaches the rope to a round object, attaches hoisting rope around an object, attaches anywhere in a rope. It can be tied, open, or around an object. Your loop knots used to form a loop in the end of a rope. Loops may be used for hoisting tools, securing the person, or for identifying the end of a stored rope. It includes the figure 8 family knots and the bowline. Figure 8 is the basic knot used to produce a family of other knots, seldom used alone. The figure 8 on the bite, it creates a loop at the working end of a rope used to attach rope to a fixed object or around a person. The loop may be any size and diameter. The figure 8 with a follow through is used when the working end must be wrapped around an object or pass through an opening. Also used to tie ropes together. The bowline forms a loop to secure the rope in an object or an anchor point. It's designed for tying to objects, not people. You have the sheep bend or baker bend. It's used to join two ropes together. Can join two ropes of unequal size, and it can join a rope to a chain. Methods of knot tying. Find a method and use it all the time. Your department may require you to use specific methods. You should be able to tie knots while wearing gloves in the dark and behind your back. Dressing the knot. Knots are dressed by tightening and removing twists, kinks, and slacks, firmly finished in a fixed position. Knot tying practice. Skills can be quickly lost without practice. Consider practicing while doing whatever, watching TV, watching a movie, or on the phone. Hoisting is used in an emergency. You may have to raise or lower tools and equipment. Important that the object is properly secured. You want to make sure that when lowering, be sure that no one is under the object. Hoisting the axe, you want to place it in a vertical position with the head down. Use a figure 8 or a clove hitch on the head and use half hitches along the handle. Keep the handle parallel to the rope. Hoisting a pike pole. Hoist in a vertical position for immediate use when untied. Secure the clove hitch close to the pole head. Half hitches keep the handle parallel to the rope. Secure the pole with a second clove hitch. Leave the length for a tag line. Hoisting the ladder. Hoist in a vertical position, attach the tag line for control. Retract the hooks on all the roof ladders. Tie a figure 8 on the bite for a secure hoist and easy release. Hoisting the charge hose line is preferable to hoist a dry line, but water weight makes it way more difficult to hoist. Secure with the clove hitch, half hitch, and a safety. For easy release, remove tension and slip the bite over the nozzle. Hoisting the uncharged hose line, you want to fold the hose back on itself with the nozzle on top. Hoisting the hose with the fold at the top of the nozzle pointing down. You want to use a half hitch at the fold and a clove hitch at the nozzle to avoid weight drag. Pull up sufficient hose before release. Hoisting a exhaust fan or power tool. Use the same technique as for tools with strong closed handles. Secure handles with a figure 8 with a follow through, and use half hitches for balance. Hoisting tips. Practice hoisting the actual tools used for your department. Always use utility rope for hoisting tools or equipment. In summary, ropes and knots are widely used in fire services. Two primary types of fire service ropes. You have the life safety and utility, which we already talked about, and then you have ropes are made from many types of materials. There are several types of rope construction. Life safety rope is designed to carry a specific amount of weight. Ropes are often used in technical rescue incidents. All ropes require proper care. Knots are used to fasten rope objects or each other. Firefighters must know how to raise and lower tools, equipment using rope knots. That's all I have for you today. Do you have any questions? No questions? All right, there will be a quiz I will be handing out for you all to take. Once we finish that, we'll be done. Thank you for your time.